What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I am joined once again by the Kaggy Master, Alejandro Side, whatever the heck you want to call him. Wow, I actually got tongue twisted there. Do you always get tongue twisted there, or do you say it so much now that it just flows? I say it so often that it flows. Gotcha. And today, what are we going to talk about? We're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super, but specifically the pains, or what people don't want to see. So up until now, agony. Up until now, pretty much every Dragon Ball Z tuber has been talking about stuff that's, potentially going to happen, who
like
they want to see.
What we want, but everything, the good stuff.
We haven't seen anybody talk about any fears. Specifically, what if, dun dun dun, Dragon Ball Super sucks?
Don't say that.
Yeah. So before we start, we will say this: Dragon Ball GT was not a favorite series to a lot of people. Either you hate it or you're okay with it, or maybe some of you love it. But for the most part, a lot of people don't really like it that much. And I will tell you that Toriyama didn't do Dragon Ball GT. Toei did Dragon Ball GT based off of the Dragon Ball Z series. That's why Dragon Ball GT was a little bit under quality or different compared to Dragon Ball Z.
I wouldn't say under quality.
Let's be real here.
Animation-wise,
I will say this. Dragon Ball GT had potential. It didn't execute it right.
In story, under quality, I would say.
Its heart was in the right place. We'll just say that.
Animation, it's pretty good.
It's all right. Well, the point is Dragon Ball Super. It's not going to take that same path because again, it's being done by Toriyama himself, not Toei, not some secondary random person that's basing his characters. Dragon Ball Super continues the story from where Dragon Ball Z ended. It's basically canon and it's all that good stuff, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah. But there's still possibilities of, well, what if it doesn't deliver? I mean,
yeah. There's always that fear, like, we may love something and we want it to be so good, so damn badly, and then it just turns out to be shit. Perfect example, Sonic Boom. Okay.
Oh, let's not talk about Sonic Boom.
I'm just gonna say, a lot of people wanted it to be something amazing, and they hoped that it would be so good, and it turned out to be complete and total shit, and nobody ever wants it ever again.
And I know you're gonna disagree heavily with me with this. To me, Sonic died after Sonic Adventure 2. I feel like that was the best game in the series, and there's never gonna be anything that's going to compare to that game. But that's
have you played Sonic Generations?
I have not.
That is why. All right. So anyway, it's amazing.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super. We'll
talk about that after.
Before we get just completely distracted.
Welcome to Sonic discussion.
I will tell you right now that I actually don't have a fear itself in the series not being good, and it's mainly because I love Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, and I really loved Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. Which,
no spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers. And after seeing Dragon Ball Resurrection F, actually, I'm confident that Dragon Ball Super is going to essentially be what Dragon Ball Z should have been in 2015. So today. And, the fight and the animation, the story, I feel like, Toriyama can really deliver in terms of the story. However, there's still a couple other things that kind of stand out that a lot of people might not be happy about. So, for example, Piccolo in Resurrection F, he seems to be a lesser character that's being kind of written out. Like, not trying to write him out or spoil anything. But, looking for example, throughout Dragon Ball Z, we saw important characters from Dragon Ball kind of get written out. So, for example, Yamcha, he stopped fighting. Tiana kind of disappeared. Launch just doesn't exist. And Chaozu just
she's vanished completely. She's I'm pretty sure the bullshit is that she's riding on her own on a motorcycle just off into the distance. But yeah, no, I get you. Can I just pitch in on who I think or what I think
Yeah, go for it. The only other thing I was going to say is this. I feel like Piccolo is going to have lesser major role. I don't know what's going to happen to Goten and Trunks because I know a lot of people want to see them grow up, have a major role. Gohan definitely is becoming the dad. I feel like he's going to fight less, There's possibilities of that happening, but overall I still think the series is going to be good. But what were you going to say?
All right, well, like you said, I've made a couple of these discussion videos, and I made one about the Z Fighters as well, and as Gohan. Piccolo, I know what I want to see from Piccolo, and I know what I want to see from all the other Z Fighters, but based on what you've told me about Fukatsu no F, I think the only one that'll truly come back will probably be Krillin.
Ooh, I'm actually hoping he does.
Yeah, I really hope, based on what you've told me, I'm not going to give out any spoilers, but, apparently Krillin is a badass, and, if that's the case, I hope it continues in Dragon Ball Super, but, let's be real. Based on how, to the end of Dragon Ball Z, not even towards the end, but just, ending a Cell saga and then like starting Majin Buu saga. We've already seen that like Piccolo and Yamcha and Tien and Chaozu, they're just like there. They don't really do anything. They fight like the small characters like Cyberman
which
or
sucks
fucking
because Piccolo,
Cell Jr. Yeah,
Piccolo
was
kept up.
Demon
He kept
King
up.
fucking Piccolo.
And he kept up all through the end of the series, but he's still like towards the end of Dragon Ball Z, which is still nowhere close to the strength of Vegeta.
You know what I think? If they want to make Piccolo relevant, this is something that I just really thought of because like it's a common thing that's been happening with all of Goku's children. I think Piccolo might become Pan's mentor.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, because like if you think about it,
I hope that happens.
Yeah, like I would really like to see that because like I mean she's fucking taught Gohan and fucking Goten and Trunks how to fight.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Yeah, I mean Goku's gonna be there, and of course Goku's gonna train Pan at some point. Like there's no fucking doubt. But like I mean, you know,
Well,
Piccolo is. He's the teacher. I feel like that's gonna be his role in Dragon Ball Super.
Right, but now that I think about it, the only reason why Gohan was taught by Piccolo is because Goku was a terrible father.
And he died.
And he died too. I feel like Gohan would be more okay with Piccolo being kind of like her babysitter, and from there he might train her. But
I mean,
it might be tough because I don't know how Videl would react to that. Because Videl's a fighter too. It's a good one. That's a really good one.
But it's Gohan, so I'm pretty sure. Like, I feel like Gohan has more trust in Piccolo than he does in Goku. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Because
let's all be real.
Piccolo knows his strength. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Piccolo knows his strength, and Goku's just like, "Hi, Chi-Chi, boosh!"
I'm out.
Smack the shit out of her.
Oh, I gotta go train.
Pretty much. But yeah. As for Yamcha, he retired in Dragon Ball Z. Like,
yeah, he plays baseball.
Like, there's no question. Yamcha's not coming back. For any Yamcha fans out there who are like, yes, this is Yamcha's redemption.
Dude,
yes, it's gonna be amazing.
One of my favorite parts of Resurrection F is they say, "Where's Yamcha?" Oh, we didn't tell him this was happening.
Yeah.
They knew they didn't want Yamcha coming into this fight.
No, and it's funny because a lot of people mistook Gohan, myself included, in Resurrection F as Yamcha because they always have a very similar look.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny. But Yamcha retired in Dragon Ball Z. He looks like that uncle that, you know, that uncle that's trying to be cool, but no one wants to hang out with him. That's what he kind of looks like. And I feel like Tien and Chaozu are just, for the rest of their lives, they're just going to meditate and stick to their own. And they'll come to, like, reunions and shit like that, because that's how they are. But they'll be like, all right, bye, you know, and that's pretty much it. I do like Tien's new clothing.
I guess the final question I have for you is do you think there is, like, do you have any fears about the story itself that Toriyama's going to give us?
Toriyama himself. All right. Well, based on how he's made his movies and what the plots are, my only fear that people will be, like, start hating on it because he's going to try to have, you know, like that constant dialogue he used to have with all the filler episodes, but he's going to fill it up with, like, comedy. I'm a huge fan of the comedy in Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. Like, I'm a huge fan. I haven't seen Resurrection F, but I assume it has, like, a nice balance from what you've told me.
It's hilarious. Resurrection F is hilarious.
And I love that. But, like, I watched Battle of Gods, like, about 2 months ago with my roommates, and this was the first time they watched it, and they're like, it seemed too long, and it just dragged out, and there was barely any fighting. And I'm like, So that's kind of my fear, that, like, the comedy and, like, you know, the long, drawn-out conversations between characters is gonna, like, throw people off, especially with the new kind of, like, writing style that Toriyama's going for. But again, I fucking love it and I want more of it.
No, I loved it. It's definitely adds a nice touch to the series too.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is everybody's gonna go into this Dragon Ball Super series with high expectations. Like, like you're coming after Dragon Ball Z. Like, this is kind of what ruined Dragon Ball GT for a lot of people. It's everybody went to GT knowing how amazing Z was, and then, like, it just wasn't up to par. So it's like,
the thing is that a lot of people, like, they've wanted a Dragon Ball Z series for so long, like a new Dragon Ball series, and it's been what, 18 years, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. So, like, to the point right now, like, they were disappointed with GT, and, like, there are a bunch of fan series on the internet, Like, you got Epsilon, Multiverse, and there's also AF and a bunch of other shit. But, like, they all, like, look to that, like, yes, yes, this is awesome. Like, oh my god, like, I want some of this, but I wish it was canon. Like, the thing is, like, Toriyama will probably not... he's probably not going to do any of the things that happen. And, like, you know, what he does end up making might not be to the expectation of what people see, because people will have, like, seen in all these fan series, like, Super Saiyan 5, and, like, fucking, oh my god, he's a brand new form that we've never fucking seen before, or a brand new fusion, when, like, imagine Goku is, like, at Super Saiyan 4, fusing with Vegeta at Super Saiyan 4, and then, like, there's Trunks, who may not even be a goddamn fusion, which he isn't. He's not a fusion. He's not canon. That's the make-believe name that people have made up for, like, the fusion between Goten and Trunks when they do Patara fusion.
Yeah.
So it's just like everyone's expectation is so fucking high because of.
Yeah, it's like when Super Saiyan God was revealed and everybody expected it to be like the gold version of Super Saiyan 4.
Right, which
yeah,
is amazing. I will give, which is amazing, and it looks cool. But I like the simplicity. I love the simplicity. I love the simplicity of Super Saiyan God, like normal state, and then like what is it? Surpass state or
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. There's no real official name for it yet.
Yeah. We'll just call it Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, whatever. Controlled. We'll call it that. Chaos controlled state. Whatever.
Chaos control. I just call it Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan God, and then regular is Saiyan God.
Yeah. No, but I like them both. I really like them both, and it's funny because like when I would surf the internet looking for a brand new Dragon Ball series when Dragon Ball GT was over, that's because I watched all of it. I'd be like, oh man, I wonder what's going on next with Goku, and one of those DeviantArt pictures you would usually find is it's like Goku in Super Saiyan 3 with like blue hair and like blacked out eyes and like a red retina. And it was like Super Saiyan 5 confirmed, and I'm like, oh my god! And now people can't say, oh man, we want to use Super Saiyan, and people can't complain about Super Saiyan God anymore because you're getting exactly what you made on DeviantArt. But yeah, no, I find it really cool that Toriyama keeps it simplistic, and the more I see Frieza, as ridiculous and stupid as he looks, and the more I make fun of him, like, he looks really cool. Like, I've gotten used to it. When I first saw him, I'm like, he looks fucking retarded. But, you know, I've been, you know, playing the shit out of modded versions of him, and I've gotten to the point where it's like, it's weird when he's back to white.
He's pretty cool. I mean, the form itself is explained why he's gold in the movie, which you guys will see.
All right, good shit.
But yeah, I mean, overall, again, I have no fears because I enjoyed Battle of Gods. I enjoyed Resurrection F. I feel like a lot of characters are going to get kind of written out, not to the point where they don't appear. You still see them. They'll still be major characters, but like in terms of expecting Piccolo to be that badass where he just has this epic battle where it's like Goku versus Kid Buu style, I don't think we'll see stuff like that. But we'll see what happens.
Exactly.
You know, Toriyama has a lot of surprises for us, and I feel like, you know, he's going to deliver a really good series that's going to definitely earn the title of awesome successor to Dragon Ball Z. So,
I hope Piccolo makes a comeback. You know,
so I guess the question to the viewers, if you made it this far, is what is your biggest fear for Dragon Ball Super? Like, what's something that's going to completely disappoint you that you don't want to see? So basically, this is your chance to basically say what I hope.
I know what it is. I know what it is for me.
What is it for you?
If he brings back Super 17, please do not bring that
or
piece
Majub.
of shit.
Majub.
I would be more disappointed in Super 17. I would be more disappointed in Super 17.
Before we end the video, why don't you tell the people what you didn't like about Majub, just so people understand.
Why? Why is he a fusion?
Just why?
Why? He's so stupid. Ooh, has so much potential, and then it's like, let's become a genie.
I want Oob to have a really cool role. Like, this is his chance to actually have something cool.
I want Oob and Pan to be like the rightful heirs, the rightful defenders of the planet Earth. Like, they are the disciples of Goku and are ready to fucking take on the planet if anything comes their way. That's what I want. All right. Okay. End of video.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like right below. Check out Kaggy Films in the description below, and vice versa from his channel. And don't forget to tell us, what is your biggest fear for Dragon Ball Super? Go ahead and take us out.
Alright, so thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Ciao. Be saying watch all with Super Swillows, and See you next time on Dragon Ball Super Discussion. Bye!
Peace.